looks like we got a new friend!
welcome to Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy 2E Hidden Scars, and there is absolutely no chaos here. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out our opening links that the bot is currently spamming at you. You can find all of our social links, places you can find us online, places you can go to support us, sponsor information, Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, who are very grateful to because they make this all possible. And also, there's a whole bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount. Please do check them out using our special codes that you can find beneath the stream. Before we go round... No, wait. Before we go round, we already did that. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with Sheepy. Oh, hi, Sheepy.
Hello. I'm Sheepdog. Last week was interesting. Now someone else can talk.
Let's go straight over to Angeli.
Hello, I'm Angeli. I hear last week was interesting. I wasn't here, so I don't know. And I'm very scared that my good friend Jim Best is in fact a heretic. And I'm going to have to shoot him in the face, which will be very hard because I don't have a gun because Jim has it. Have to whip him in the face. Till he dies, which sounds like it's going to take a really long time and be painful. So let's hope he's not a heretic.
I'm sure Jim isn't a heretic. That doesn't sound like Jim. Next round, let's say hello to Castle MacLydia.
Hi, I'm gonna play Rosalind. I've never played this game before, and I hear last week was crazy.
Okay, there's a theme here. I see it. Last but most certainly not least, oh hi, Wild.
Hi, yeah, I'm Wild Engineer. I am playing Jaspar the Seeker, and I might have helped the things that got crazy last week.
And the week before.
Oh, yeah.
You are doomed. And now you're here playing, so that's going to be great for all of us. I can feel it.
So you heard it here first, folks. If you want to get if you want to try and repent for some of the chaos, you can inflict it today on Wild. We've made some changes to donations and things, and I haven't reset my donation goals, so I'll go and do that now. So we've gone away from re-rolls and critical coin flips. We're now going back to the old advantages, disadvantages, automatic successes, not critical, and random rolls on random tables. Sheepy, I actually haven't realized as we go live that I haven't spoken to you about this at all. But we'll work something out as we go.
Okay. I have an advantage. I don't know what that means.
This is fine. Michael, thank you so much coming in and giving Wild an advantage.
What? We're meant to punish him!
Well, in his defense, he did make it better. It's just unfortunate that his making it better made it worse. Randomly because of player choices.
Yes, that's very valid. I have no regrets.
Really?
Okay, no major regrets.
Sounds like the dogs disagree with you, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize that one of our guests today bought a chaos detector. I play Scratticus. No, I am Scratticus. I played Jim Best. Jim Best, who is not a heretic. They're just a guy going blow to blow. You know, rolling with the punches. You know, the whole team of Grey Knights might be dead and he might have survived, but let's not look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I need to go back and watch that episode, I think. Jim, what did you do?
So, for the recap of last episode, Jim escaped the house. He saw the Grey Knights who were like destroying everything. He pointed them in the right direction. He was very helpful, cooperated with the Grey Knights at all times. They went into the hive where the hive just tore them apart, and seeing this, Jim ran to catch up with Selena and friends on the shuttle. That's verbatim 100% what happened.
Okay.
Don't look at the character sheets in Roll20.
Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, just looking. There's some names there that don't look. Interesting.
Everything's fine.
I assume we're not doing like a proper recap of today's episode.
What do you mean? That was a perfectly proper recap.
Uh-huh.
What was wrong with my recap?
Well,
How dare!
I mean, you want me to do a proper recap?
I mean, it's up to you. I'm very happy for. Oh, I mean, like a season recap. You mean? Yeah, we're out hunting heresy.
Yeah.
You know, the Inquisitor Vindictus put us on this mission to go and find heresy in the hive.
Do you remember what your mission is?
It's to find and destroy the heresy, but we're not allowed to destroy the planet.
Uh-huh. I mean, kind of.
Root out heresy in Harlequin Rose.
In Harlequin Rose. No. The heresy is Harlequin Rose. They're a cult. They're heresy.
I'm not good with notes.
Guys, this amazing cult is here. We have to get the heresy out of it.
Yeah. It'd be really good if there was no heresy.
Yeah.
Save it from itself.
These poor innocent cultists who are worshipping a sex god. We have to save them from heresy.
So they could just go on being a fun cult.
I could see that happening. Oh.
Yeah, well, because without the heresy, a cult would just be like a soft play center, right?
And without the heresy in a Slaneshi cult, it would just be a building with no one in it.
Excellent.
So, yeah, you know what? Absolutely. It's been an interesting few weeks. Let's do a little bit of a recap, just in general, so everyone knows where we are. The team of Jim and Selena were supposed to head to this sector where there are a few planets where there's been rumors of heresy and all kinds of weird things. They weren't really sure what it was, by Inquisitor Vindictus. They managed to get on the tail of a drug ring that sold these drugs that kind of made you experience pain differently, so it turned into pleasure. It was all very strange and disturbing. And then they got sidetracked after a little while. And they did go to a city on... Oh, God, I have to get my notes out. They went to a city on a planet. And on that city was part of the cult. They went to go and say hello to the cult and ended up at the cult's super secret meeting trading weapons. Presenting themselves as members of the cult. They got given the weapons and then took them to a nearby abandoned house where they opened up the crate and found out that they were weapons and not drugs, which means that the rogue trader who was selling them the weapons, this cult, is arming the cult for some reason, or selling, at least the cult is arming up. Then Jim was grabbed by a demonic hand, thrown out into the wasteland outside the hive, antagonized a very dangerous demon, and had 4 demons set upon him, possibly because someone donated a little bit. Who knows? It's rumors are abound as to why that happened.
Shippy, your mic's gone. Your mic's gone crackly.
Yeah, I'm on it.
This is propaganda, by the way.
I should just unplug it at the beginning of a call. However, the team valiantly fought off these dastardly demons through jumping out windows and running through walls, and also injecting one of their team members with the pleasure drug, which woke them up at least, I guess. And
you're gonna have to dunk her in the water to then stop her.
Didn't you also shut one of them out of the bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I jumped out of the bedroom and left everyone else to die, and then they all jumped out of the bedroom after me and landed on me.
Yeah.
That's called karma.
But you did also shut one of them out of the bedroom, and then they landed on you, which is actually called karma.
Yeah.
Jim got stuck in a building surrounded by demons. He maybe lost hope a little bit. Summoned a demon. That's not spoilers because that was in the episode before last.
I remember that.
Then, according to official records, somehow a demon was summoned. They tore apart the Grey Knights who had been summoned by another donation, which was supposed to be good. It turned bad, but it was supposed to be good. That's partly my fault. I should have guessed. And then the demons disappeared, and Jim was left in the wreckage. Probably he was knocked out by a falling boulder. There's sears all over the landscape. Vestiges of dark magics. And Jim has wandered back to the shuttle where Selena is with the new team, who are fresh-faced, doughy-eyed, prepared to destroy heresy. Nothing else bad happened.
Cool. So do I know anything about where Jim is? Do I assume that he is still somewhere on the planet? Do I assume that he got blown up in a building? Do I know anything at all?
You got taken away by the Grey Knights. You got sent to the shuttle to regroup. And Jim has turned up.
Okay.
Maybe a few hours later. By himself.
So I guess the shuttle would be like, you know, Jim's knocking on the side. Metallic sort of ring. Hey, let me in!
Are you a heretic?
No!
Already? Okay. See.
What's the password?
I know it is.
Does this count as deception? I mean, it's just a password, you know?
Okay, Jim. Are you just saying the password? Or are you reacting to the question? Because it has just happened.
I think I should roll deceive.
Okay. I will say... Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
I was going to say... Because it's... you may want to fate point that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
definitely.
I was going to say add a +10 because it's a password as well.
Okay. I will roll it. I will use a fate point. I will add 10. That's worse.
Selena,
Yes.
roll me scrutiny. One of the things that Selena told me as we were starting the show is I put points into awareness, and I didn't have the chance to say detecting lies. Detecting lies is scrutiny.
It's okay, I've already got 2 ticks in that, so...
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's bad for Jim.
do I need to modify it in any way? Do I? Okay. Oh.
You failed
Fine.
by 9 degrees. Oh, don't put the plus in when you
I
roll.
didn't put anything in.
Oh.
Let's try again.
That's strange.
There we go.
There we go. Jim seems off, but you don't know why.
I opened the door.
It
Where
got
have you been?
real crazy out there real quick. I only narrowly escaped.
Yeah. We had to like beg for our lives from the big guys with the armor. I had no idea where you were. I figured the house had fallen in on you.
No, I went to the other house and things got real crazy. The Grey Knights are dead. I ran.
Okay, before we carry on, I'm just gonna say this. If you want to figure out if he's lying through any of this stuff, like actively figure it out, just tell me that you want to and roll a scrutiny. Jim will have to roll a deceive.
Okay.
because otherwise I'm going to have to say roll deceive about 500 times. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys as players.
In meta, Jim is always lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's anything specific you'd like to pick up on, or if you start getting suspicious as a character.
Okay.
Although-
So far, sounds.
Chat is pointing out that this isn't technically a lie. All I've said is it got real crazy and the Grey Knights are dead. No lies here.
You said you went to another
All of the
building.
Grey Knights died, and you're the only one who survived.
I ran.
That does sound like you.
I'm not proud of it, but those heroes, they just fought to their deaths.
Well, not sure how we're going to survive if the best of the best died. And now I've just got the Jim best of the best.
Desperado.
Well, whilst you've been gone, we've got some new teammates to come and help us in our quest to destroy all of heresy, because it's really bad, and
Yep.
we don't like heresy, if you remember.
Goddamn heretics.
God damn.
In the back of the shuttle, there are two people. I'll let them describe themselves. Playing dice, just not even listening to you. Barely notice that you're there, and just chucking dice in between each other. Let's start with Jasper. You have to go first because you caused all of this. Tell me a little bit about him.
Yes, so Jaspar is a seeker. He is a voidborn. So as such, growing up in space, I guess he's a little shorter than what's normal, and he has a fairly large head for his body. Yeah, but just through his training, he's able to follow people in crowds because that's what he does. He goes out and hunts people for the most part. He's got gray skin, just from living out in space, not really exposed to true sunlight or anything. Green eyes and black hair. Yeah, and his prized possession is a bag of seeds because I don't know, someone gave it to him at some point. Doesn't remember why though.
He never really had a chance to plant seeds in the bowels of a ship somewhere. One day he'll find some way he can plant his seeds. Rosalind, let's have a little bit about you.
Rosalind is not from around these parts. She looks like just an adult female, but she's got gray eyes and gray hair, and she's very pale. And she's kind of a liar. I guess you'll figure that out, though.
Oh, more deceive and more scrutiny. Awesome.
Surrounded by them.
Not a heretic, though.
That is a plus
That
point.
is really bad in this game.
Well, and plus, being able to lie and deceive is a good thing in an inquisitor or an inquisitorial agent. So, you've probably been undercover a few times, just trying to root out heresy.
My home world of the quarantine world would mean that. What does that mean again? It's
From
like
a
a foreign
quarantine.
traveler.
Okay, yeah. I actually don't know too much about quarantine worlds. That's and one that's no one's picked before.
Cool. I chose it because it sounded cool, and then I immediately forgot what it said. Apparently.
Well,
I'm secretive by nature. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Well, I imagine in a quarantine world, it's obviously hard to get in and out. There's probably some virulent disease, and so you have to kind of, look after yourself and everything. And I imagine you probably lied your way out at some point, like getting out of the quarantine. So
100% I did.
So they are in the back there. You don't really have any orders as such at this point. You had to refresh your memories as players. You have the Hive City has a club that had heresy in it, and that was where you were instructed to check out the Hive City and look into the cult of the something Rose, Harlequin Rose. There we go. Aside from that, yeah, the orders that came in with these two is carry on. You're doing a good job.
Oh, that is news to me. Well done. I thought so. Okay. So have we been to that club and we've rooted out the heresy there?
Not
Or did
really.
we not even get anywhere near there?
Okay, so you the team got to the club. They infiltrated a meeting.
Yep.
They got weapons.
Oh yes, this is when I wasn't hit. This was.
They didn't investigate the club. They just took the weapons and then accosted the guards the guard who came with the crate, blew up the weapons, and then left.
Cool. So really, we need to go into that club. That's the thing. We need to infiltrate that club. Jim, got any ideas? Infiltrating a heresy club.
Well, I mean, I think we should just, perhaps, what with this planet, there's a lot of chaos going on down there. Maybe we should, I'm scared, Selena.
Well, get less scared. It's our job.
Right.
Take some of those drugs you like. Get less scared.
Oh, yeah, I did take some of those, didn't I? I imagine I'm starting to feel real itchy around now. Yeah, no, I took some when I was escaping. Maybe that's part of the reason why I escaped when the Grey Knights couldn't.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. I feel like you're going to be no help to me at the moment, Jim. Why don't you go over there and get a glass of water? You don't look well.
I'm fine. I'm just
I don't believe that at all. I'm going to awareness that. Scrutiny that.
Mm-hmm. So deceive and scrutiny.
Oh, fail. He just looks sick.
I still need to deceive from Jim.
Is it a deceive or is it like a convince? Because I mean, he's been through the cold turkey thing before. He knows that he is really fine. He just doesn't know that he's fine right now.
Okay, question. Where's your convince roll?
Charm?
Okay, your deceive is quite well trained. Your charm is the exact same characteristic, just less well trained.
I will deceive.
Okay. It's just your fellowship is not good.
It's awful.
He looks fine. Like he's been through something, obviously, but he's weathering it decently.
Okay. Go get some water, Jim. You look stressed.
Yeah, that's true. I am a little stressed. I'll fetch myself a refreshing beverage. I'll be right back.
You're talking weird. Right. Okay, I'm gonna... So, Jasper. We need to infiltrate a club. This club is the Cult of the Harlequin Rose. If you're not familiar with them, they are sort of the main group of heretics that we're dealing with at the moment. We've been very, 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 very good at detecting them and rooting out the chaos within. But for the last couple of days, we've not actually made it into this club. Have we got anything that can help us?
I always find that the ground approach works best. How about we go close to where we think this cult is, and I'll ask around, see if I can find a way in.
I like it. How are you going to not give us away, though? They're... I don't know how sneaky you are. Come on.
I'm pretty sure cults are always looking for new members, right? I mean, we can always try and infiltrate.
I like it. Okay, and Rosalind, you're also good at infiltration? Think you could do this?
I'm probably the best at it.
Cool. I like your confidence. That is a good thing to have around here because Jim he's really bringing down the vibe at the moment. So it's good to have some
I've
confidence.
infiltrated many cults before.
Wow. That.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad you're on our team. Like that's
I have tons of experience.
excellent. Excellent. That's amazing. This is why haven't you been here all the other times we've been trying to do this? This is.
I don't know. You're
Well-
lucky to have found me.
I think we might be right. So job is infiltrate. We've got our best 2 people for infiltration, the best person, and then I'm guessing you're the next best person. So that sounds fine. We should definitely be okay. Jim, we have a plan.
What? Sorry, yep. Yes.
What is that tentacle? Oh wait, it's a cat's tail.
The chaos just leaks out of Jim now.
Jim suddenly has a tentacle on his chest.
I'm. Yeah, the plan. Great. Oh,
We're going
I'll
to
go-
infiltrate the club.
yes. We should
We
do
have the
that.
best person for that. She's infiltrated hundreds of clubs and hundreds of cults. So we're
Hundreds.
incredibly lucky.
I forgot, Selena, there's your gun there.
Excellent, thank you. I will take my gun back. Can I check it that it's all looks like it's in working order?
Is it in working order?
The hotshot las pistol, yeah, I didn't break it or anything.
Yeah.
This
Whoa.
is a gift.
That's the most suspicious thing so far, to be honest.
This is a sign of a good omen. There's nothing wrong here.
Make sure. That
So Jim, as we, Scrat, as we progress, I will be, you'll be receiving gifts. If you look at Jim's character sheet, you will see a new gift.
Sorry, my cat is causing chaos.
No problem. I mean, it's either you or your cat, mate. So
Yeah, it's she just turned my microphone around, which was very helpful. And doing that knocked something off the desk, but this is fine. So I have a new gift.
Mm.
is that in your gear?
No, it's here. Just scroll down.
Oh, the aura one.
Mm?
Ooh. Thank you.
So that one, basically,
Is that aura like a psychic power of some description?
who knows?
It's gonna work on me if I'm, close by.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, actually, yeah. Staying close to Selena could really help Jim out, right?
No.
No. Okay.
The opposite, in fact.
The complete opposite. All your
Fine.
Something that hasn't really come into play yet is Selena is a blank, which means, or a null is another word for them. They nullify psychic powers. So if you have psychic powers for whatever reason, like it's given to you by Chaos God,
Don't stand close to her.
oh no, you can stand close, but you're just going to be a little bit itchy in the brain, and you don't have anything like aggressive specifically against psychers.
I've got
Yeah.
psychic null, psychers rightly fear and untouchable. Fence willpower. Character gains the deny the witch talent. Willpower to evade psychic attacks. I gain a plus 20 bonus. Against psychic powers. Stacks with resistance. I get plus 5 for each stack. I also have the soulless aura. Which is enemy characters within some meters of me suffer a -10 penalty to all charm and deceive tests. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So
minus
keep that-
10s in this crap.
let's keep this in mind.
Yeah. And I have divination. The wise. Oh yeah, that's my.
So, do you do minuses to psychic abilities? Is that your?
So I get a +10 bonus for particular resistance tests, a +5 for psychic null,
Yeah.
and yeah, -10 for charm and
And deceive.
yeah, and deceive. Gains resistance. Automatically annuls any effects resulting from psychic phenomena and gains a +30 on any tests to resist effects from perils of the war.
Okay, noted. So, yeah. Just for anyone who happens to have psychic or psycho powers, they will not affect Selena.
This is fine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know.
Just fine.
Just fine.
But Jim knows that and he wouldn't dare hurt me because we're best friends.
I wouldn't try and hurt Selena.
So, I believe you guys came up with a plan?
Yes. The very best cult infiltrator is going to get us into the club.
That's me.
Oh, okay. Would you like to take the shuttle there, or would you like to walk?
How far is it?
About an hour.
What would be the least? Because I suppose rocking up in a shuttle would probably be the most ridiculous.
Yeah, but also walking through all that chaos down there could be a nightmare. Perhaps we should just take the shuttle to the other side of the city and then walk. Best of both worlds.
I need to figure out a way to take Scrat aside to say this, but if you remember what happened in the last episode, there's no evidence left.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, we can walk. This is fine.
Okay.
You sure you're okay? You're acting very strange.
I'm just feeling real itchy. I'm just gonna shave for a second.
If there's like a piece of polished glass in this, I'm just gonna shakily try and shave.
There would be a shaving kit, something whereby you could have a shave, yeah.
Yeah. The effect will be after about 4 minutes of shaving is that Jim still has a number 5 shadow, because he always does, but also now is covered in cuts.
Yeah.
So how far is this club we are looking for?
It's about
an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
And then inside the hive, once you get to it.
Okay.
What's the club called?
The Harlequin Rose?
There you go. I knew that.
So did I. I didn't just guess that. I totally knew it. Tells me I'm wrong completely.
Scrap, did I ever give you the name of the club?
No, I don't think you did, I think you just literally had someone outside shouting, "Heresy! Heresy in here! Get your drugs, get your sex, all in here."
It's not exactly what they were saying, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it. I've literally just got in big letters, "Bird Demon!" ! And that's all of my notes for the last sessions.
I'm pretty sure none of the crack interrogator team actually interrogated the name out of the club or even looked at the name of the club. So this is something that was before when nothing happened, which is that basically you probably wouldn't heard of this because I doubt they told anyone. But when they took the crates and the guard who was guarding the crates, they knocked him out, talked about what to do with the crates, discussed blowing up the club, discussed blowing up the guns, and completely forgot to interrogate the guard about they asked him where he was from, and he said, "I'm not from this planet," and they went, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll just leave you and we'll decide what to do." And they didn't think, hey, maybe let's interrogate him and see.
Maybe he's lying. Excellent.
So yeah, that's what happened then. So you don't know much about the club, aside from the fact that they received guns and lost the guns because they gave them to Jim.
Excellent.
Yeah, Jim is covered in guns. Like, he's got a las gun on his back, a chainsword making a cross. He's got a number of pistols strapped to his hips and legs. All las pistols, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is that because they fail you so often that you have to keep swapping? A bit like lucky dice. Nope, this was going in the gun jail.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Right. Well, I think we have a plan. Let us... Does this ship have any, like, I don't know, disguisey type things so we don't look quite so, you know, here to kick Heresy's arse?
I mean, it's a shuttle. If you drop down on the outskirts of the hive in a shuttle, everyone's going to be like, who are these rich people turning up in their own personal shuttle? It's a little bit suspicious, so if you wanted to push your way up into the upper echelons of the hive, it might help you with that. If you're going after the club, people are going to be like, why are these rich noble people who aren't dressed very nice turning up and like wandering into the slightly lower parts of the hive?
Okay. So we don't want to be nobles.
I mean, I'm definitely I'm an outcast, so I probably still look the part of being able to walk through just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I do stand out. Okay. Well, I'll just like kick some sand up over myself and hope that helps. Are we going to need to draw roses on ourselves again?
I think I still have mine drawn on.
Roses? Would you all need roses?
Oh yes, sorry. So the Harlequin, Cult of the Harlequin Rose, they have these weird rose tattoos that sort of show who they are and that you're part of the group. We don't have them because we're not part of the group.
This is the thing, though. If we go back to that club, they're gonna want us to turn in all our weapons again, and now that's gonna take me about 50 minutes, you know. Why don't we just go and shoot everyone in the club? Kind of like remember the good old days? Remember the good old days when we used to just go into brothels and just shoot everyone there? Let's just kill the heresy, you know? It was great, wasn't it?
It was great, but we found out very little, and I feel like it took us a very long time to get to the next step in this adventure because we knew nothing, because we killed everyone in minutes.
I don't know. I remember when I started hunting heretics, it was all different.
Yeah, but if you remember, all the bad things that happened to us so far have happened because we shot 18 people in a brothel in a minute. Well, not me, I was upstairs, but you shot all those people, and then it just kept getting worse. So maybe, I mean, we should maybe take the hint that we keep getting sent people that are good at interrogating and investigating things, and actually do some interrogation and some investigation. We're not using our group to the best of their abilities.
All right.
And then when the time comes, you'll shoot things up because that's what you do best.
Yeah, let's not lose sight of the mission. Kill the cultists, destroy the cult, okay?
Kill the heretics.
Heretics, yeah, heretics.
Yep, every last one of them.
Every heretic. Kill them all.
Can't be having none of those in our lives.
Nope, no heretics. No heresy allowed. Although they don't respect those signs.
Mm-hmm.
As we found out from the way they just charged through our door. Damn bastards.
Yeah. Maybe we should think up a better password as well.
Welcome to the academy.
Because, asking people if they're a heretic, even if they were, they could lie.
What?
Have you ever thought of that?
What?
Like, if I called you, if I said, are you a heretic? And you were a heretic, but you said to me, no, how am I supposed to decide if that's true or not?
God damn it, we've got a massive hole in our security.
Yeah. I think maybe we should come up with a new password. I mean, not right now, because we know everyone in this room is not a heretic.
Right.
So it's fine.
Would you like to go to the Hive City?
I think that would be best.
If you would have liked to already set off for the Hive City, this could have been a conversation you had while you're walking.
Yeah.
So we know that there was supposed to be a fight out here, right?
Yeah.
Can I use my
Yes.
keen intuition to see if anything looks out of place as we're walking out?
Do you have Sign of Science?
Hmm?
Do you have Sign of Science?
No.
Then roll. Keen Intuition is, well, that would probably either be Awareness or Scrutiny. I don't know if you get a +10 on to either of those, but
I could try scrutiny.
okay.
He said, where's awareness? Not sure what awareness.
Okay. It's something happened. I mean, you can't get a feel of what happened here aside from there was a fight. As you walk through the area where the team previously fought the demons, you can see melted rubble where it's been just like seared. You can't see any kind of indication of like these people died here or someone, was killed here. Like it's just a feeling of like there was a big battle here. Something happened. Would anyone else like to check out the battle area before we carry on towards the hive?
Jim, you were down here. What happened?
Those demon things were tearing up the place. It looked like the Grey Knights were going to defeat them, and then some bird demon tore its way through a portal, started ripping everything apart, and then I hid and I ran.
You say a bird demon?
It was so strange.
I hate birds.
Me too.
It's a long pause there, Jim. Do you hate birds? I've never heard you say that before, Jim.
I hate bird demons.
I hate just regular birds in addition.
Why? They're so tiny.
I just don't trust them. They're flighty.
That's because they're tiny.
Never met a bird I liked.
I'm suspicious of you now. He doesn't like birds. Birds are...
Very weird conversations.
I'm going to
think
take a cheap cigar and start smoking, like a completely normal Jim would.
I think that's part of the reason you fail as well, Jasper, is the conversation is bizarre and you keep looking over to this conversation about hating birds and it just distracts you enough that you don't pick up any kind of like feeling for this fight that went on. Also, Jim, I'm going to say for the purpose of narrative and everything, you have long sleeves on. And it's basically the only way you will reveal your wrist is if you say specifically that you reveal your wrist, okay? Jim.
No, do not reveal my wrist. No.
Uh-huh. If you'd like to have like a band over it or something.
One of the things was I got a long sleeve shirt, right? Remember?
Uh-huh.
They gave me a long sleeve shirt.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Right.
perfectly normal long sleeve shirt.
But if you'd have liked to, what I'm saying is basically like it's always covered up, so you don't have to worry about it unless you choose to reveal it.
Yeah, I will not be revealing that.
Yeah.
Is
So-
it hot where we are?
Hmm?
Is it hot where we are? Like, is it unusual that he's wearing long sleeves?
Yes,
Not
under
really.
a poncho. That's weird.
It's kind of temperate. The closer you get to the hive and the lower you get in the hive, the warmer it will be. So
That sounds so uncomfortable, Jim.
Why are you wearing long sleeves all of a sudden?
The sand.
The sand.
it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
It gets everywhere. It's small. It's irritating. I already feel itchy because I'm coming off of the damn drugs. I just don't want sand all over me.
Well, once we get into the hive, there won't be any sand, so...
Incidentally, just so you all know, you're walking through the ruins of an old village. It's like cobblestone and like ruined stone. There's no sand here at all. Like,
Not sand, Jim!
So,
I think Jasper was like, so Jim, I am quite interested. How did you escape them demons? That would be very useful to use later on, I believe, at some point, in the event they come around again.
honestly, Jasper, I took the coward's way out. The demons focused on the Grey Knights, and while they were focusing on the Grey Knights, I ran away.
Yes, but it's
Does sound like you. Yes.
how did you avoid being detected by them or anything? There seems to be no life here at all.
Come on, Jasper, you know the Grey Knights. They're not something to be sniffed at. They had their full attention. Didn't go down easy from what I heard, but I couldn't bear to look.
as part of the Inquisition, you would have all heard rumors at the very least of the Grey Knights. And they perfectly capable of distracting demons for a fair amount of time. Win or lose, they're not an easy foe to beat.
I'm not even going to scrutinize that.
Still technically no lies.
They're not an easy foe to beat, and yet all of them were beaten.
It would seem that we're dealing with the very root of heresy.
Yes, you are a lucky, lucky bastard.
I like to think so.
Okay.
Sometimes luck is better than skill.
Put it mildly, Jim.
It's like that tagline of this team.
Maybe that should be our new password. What's better than skill? And the answer's luck.
That's a pretty good one, actually, Jim. Only certain people are going to know it. I like it. I'm going to write that down on my notepad that I have in my...
I could just see Selena like, I'm gonna write that down, and like she pulls up this notebook like and is just looking over Jim at it, and like not even looking at what she's writing at, just like staring at Jim as she's writing.
Hold my hat down a little further.
So you get to the Hive City again. You're presented with a scene that is familiar to Jim and to Selena, although Selena never actually went inside. There is an open entrance, fairly large, at the ground floor level of the hive. This will take you into the lower hive, into the kind of the places in general you don't want to go, just because it's more lawless, a bit more scummy and dirty, and it's just bad down there. And then you have a set of stairs heading up, one of them heads towards kind of the middle, one heads a fair bit higher. There are guards on each of the stairs, and they are checking people. Just again, they're not really. They're fairly on guard, actually. No, they are. The ones, especially on the one going to the middle, are pretty on guard, to be honest. You can see that straight away. And they're questioning people on why they're coming in and what they're doing and everything like that.
Okay, what is our answer when they ask us that question? Why are we coming?
Auditors.
We're heresy auditors.
No, not heresy auditors. We stole a bunch of guns, right? So maybe we could be,
Gun salesman?
yeah, or,
Why not?
regulators, maybe. They've got to have regulations on this planet, right?
What about we sell bootleg gun accessories?
Let me go find out what other people are saying real quick.
That would probably be better, yeah.
Yep.
I do like bootleg gun accessories.
I was about to make you guys roll a logic to see how good you thought this plan was. Okay, so
I'm gonna try and weave my way into the crowd, see if I can use my clues from the crowds to see if I can pick up what people are trying to say.
absolutely, yeah. Give me what's the clues are from the crowd?
Often it's difficult to extract information groups. Once per day, I can re-roll a test to gather information from a group of people. So
Okay.
gives me a chance.
Yeah, no, that's a good one to have. Give me an. This would probably be inquiry if you're like asking people.
Mhm.
You know, if you just want to kind of slip into the crowd and casually start up conversations, like, "Hey, so why are you here?"
Can
Like,
I use my sleight of hand in a way, to like.
you could if you want to like nick someone's kind of papers, you know, someone who lives here and is just returning, you can like steal their papers if you like.
Yeah, I'll just do an inquiry. I just
Okay. Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah, you can re-roll that with your clues from the crowd.
See if it gives me negative or anything. No.
Okay, yeah. You kind of slip into the crowd. You start up a few conversations. You know, oh, what are you doing here? Why are you? A lot of people are people who live in the hive. They've gone off to visit other family, you know, on the outskirts, or farms or wherever. Some people are traders. They, you know, have bits and pieces. They head out to other hives. Are you going for the middle hive specifically, or are you looking for the top of the hive as well?
I'm just looking for the most common response for why people are getting through.
Yeah, people are getting through mostly because they live in the hive and they've been out for visiting family or business.
Okay.
All of the people who live in the hive do have papers.
What do the papers look like?
They're just kind of like it's like a document that you get when you leave from the middle or the top of the hive. It's just basically like, I'm heading out. This is my name. This is my, you know, reason for
Like a
leaving.
permission slip?
Kind of a little bit, yeah.
Is it on some sort of like official letterhead?
Yeah. There's
Is
like
it-
an official kind of stamp.
Do you know, are there places around that would sell like stationery?
In the hive, there is, yes.
Okay, but the problem is we can't get into the hive.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I'm new. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. You're good.
I'm gonna see if I can lift one from someone who's just just left, so they're not trying to enter, but
Oh, someone kind of like, yeah, so, yeah, that's easy enough. There are people sporadic, but, there's no kind of organization here. There's a little bit of like, like a few entreprenizing, I can't think of the word. You know what I mean? Entreprenizing, that's the word. They've set up a few like stalls selling snacks and stuff. People, sit around, and there's a few small buildings as well where they like fill out paperwork and etc. So you can totally just snatch someone's papers as they go past.
You need to do that 3 more times.
So yeah, that would be sleight of hand. You do have fate points, I believe. If you'd like to reroll that.
Sure. I feel like that'll make it worse.
It could do. It did. So you slip into the crowd. No one really notices you. You are kind of like peering over at one of the stalls, and you slip your hand into someone's pocket where you saw them like deposit their papers. And just as you close your hand on their papers, they put their hands in their pockets. So they're now holding your hand. And the guy kind of turns around and goes, sorry, excuse me, what?
What?
You have your hand in my pocket, sir.
Yes, that's where it's supposed to go. Pockets are for hands.
No, you're not supposed to put your hands in other people's pockets. That's just not on.
I'm sorry, but...
Can you take your hand out of my pocket, please?
Okay. Gosh, I'm just doing what pockets are supposed to do.
Who are you?
I am Jenkar. Who are you?
Give me a second. I feel like I've had interaction with people in real life like this, to be honest.
Woo!
My name is Ostelan. This hasn't gotten us anywhere. Why did you have your hand in my pockets?
I told you, that's what pockets are for.
Not my pockets.
Understand-
Put them
I
in
don't
your own
understand
pockets.
And you weren't using it.
Well, I just did. That's how I found you, with your hand in my pocket.
That's fine, now that you're using it, I don't have to.
Roll me a deceive. Or a charm if you want, because I don't know what's happening here.
I don't think I have any of those.
No, not really. No, clearly you are pickpocketing me. You're a dirty, dirty thief. Mavis, we shall call the guards. He has a wife called Mavis, apparently.
Yeah.
He stomps off to go and get the guard. Guards, please, guards! There's a man who's trying to occupy my pockets. You got a few seconds to do whatever you'd like to do.
That did not go as well as hoped.
I'm trying to think if I can use faces in the crowd to disappear.
It would be a stealth roll.
Okay.
I'll give you, because of your faces in the crowd, I'll give you a plus 10.
Jim's just gonna turn to Selena and be like,
These are the experts. You seeing this?
It's going exactly as I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry. Mackenzie's commenting chat. Every week I'm consistently impressed by how the gritty Warhammer stream consistently devolves into a terrible buddy cop comedy.
You're not wrong. How, Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I know what's happening if you fail.
Yeah.
There you go. Boof, and you're gone. What the hell was his name? He's not coming back.
Ostelan.
Ostelan comes back and he's like, there he is, that one. He picked my pocket. It's a random guy who was next to you when you disappeared. The guy gets like handcuffed and taken away. He's like, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything. He gets bonked on the head and like dragged away.
Did all of this create like a diversion? Are people distracted by it?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Fantastic. How far are we from the entrance of the hive?
The stairs are just kind of there, but
There.
if you're thinking like just running past the guards, it's very obvious that you're on the stairs. You know, there's people slowly going up and kind of thing. So,
So what you're saying? So we
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to sneak in because it would be too noticeable.
you could probably try and slip through while they're distracted.
I would like to do that.
Okay, that will be if you don't want to talk to anyone and you just want to slip past.
I'm like naturally sneaky. I think I have a thing.
Okay.
I know that's not helpful.
I mean, it's more helpful than Jasper's excuse of
Okay.
I like to inhabit pockets if they don't have anyone in them. He's like,
Yeah, I'm
he's
not
like,
going to inhabit
oh,
anyone's
crap.
pocket, so I'll just try to sneaky into the hive.
give me a stealth.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Where is stealth? Oh. Where is stealth on my character sheet?
Oh, sorry. It's if you scroll down, it's down past. It's under operate. It's near the bottom of all the skill list.
Oh, I can read.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, can I?
Sure.
Is my target modifier 0?
Yeah.
Okay. Haha.
Yeah, that's a crit success. You wander up to the guards and they're like kind of craning over and you just walk straight in front of his view and he kind of looks around your head as you walk past him. You just start walking up the stairs. You like turn around, wave at the rest of the crew, then keep going.
Tight. I think I'm just like incredibly average looking.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of us in.
Cool. This is my story now.
Yeah. It's great. Oh, we lost Scratticus.
Uh-oh.
We've got no mic on you, Brett.
That's because I muted. Sorry, Zoom crashed on me. Sorry, everyone. Can you all try moving? Oh, no, it's gone again. It's gone again. Okay, well, it's now asking me if I want to join the meeting, which is not ideal. Let's just throw a new meeting together quick. Let's go back to the meeting that we were in. No, can't. Okay, okay, new meeting it is. New meeting it is. Zoom! It is quickly becoming tedious. I might have to start looking into alternate softwares, unfortunately. Which is a shame because Zoom are really good. They do listen to their staff and stuff. I'm gonna open up another ticket today later on. We just wait for everyone to come back in. Oh, hi. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Still having issues with the Zoom.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, just wait for everyone else to come along.
There we go. Start putting you all in the right places. Welcome back, Sheepy. You are muted.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I am very disappointed my hands and pockets plan didn't work, though.
Genius.
I liked the excuse, which is basically, I'm a pocket hermit crab, and when I see an unoccupied pocket, I have to live in it. I think it would have been interesting if you got caught, because you have to keep playing that out to go along with the lie.
Welcome back. Sorry about that.
Ah, I'm sheepdog again. Good.
You are. Now, I was very in and out of the conversation there at the end, so, like, it kept cutting off on me, so where were we?
Well, Rosalind crit wand, and wandered up the stairs, waved at all of you, and kept going and headed into the hive. And the camera's going with her. So, bye everyone. You guys can figure out what to do down there. No. Yeah, so the rest of you still need to figure out how to get into the hive.
Well, hell, if she can do it. Let's just try and sneak in too, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try and sneak in then.
Yeah.
It would definitely not end badly at all.
While the guards are still distracted by Jasper, you just slip round behind them, start walking up the stairs. The security's tighter than it was the first time you came in, but it's still not professional. So the instant like people start shouting, there's like a big ruckus going on. People are saying, someone didn't do something. Other people are saying he did. There's a very dazed man who got beaten for sticking his hand in someone else's pocket.
I sort of try and signal Jasper to be like, and I carry on in.
Roll me a stealth if you're stealthing in.
I am. Also, I have this. Oh no, it's to navigate. That doesn't help. Team of massive in metal mountains. Ignores crowds. But that's fine. Let me roll some good stealth. There's hopefully.
Look at us go.
Why are you rolling Jim's stealth?
I don't know. For some reason, Jim's character sheet is open.
Okay.
Super stealthy.
It's not a reason to roll Jim's stealth. You can't,
I didn't realise it was his sheet.
I mean, if you're possessing his body, then you're probably also a
What do
heretic.
you think? I thought I had 2 stats in this, but maybe I didn't.
Don't use up my good rolls.
There you go. You're also good at stealth.
Yay!
You also slip through. Unnoticed, unheeded. You know what? Also, Jasper, you got a crit success on your stealth. You can also sneak in while your own distraction is distracting everyone.
Yes, that helps a lot.
Yeah. So you're all on the stairs. You're all going up. Rosalind is the furthest ahead. But you will all get inside the middle part of the hive without too much worry.
Excellent.
And I'm not going to lie, the GM was a little bit worried as to how you were going to go about this.
Well, we've got our best sneaky person out the front. She has done many a cult sneak. So you're muted.
I pressed the button on my microphone. Wow.
So,
I was just saying that I've snuck into hundreds, maybe thousands of these things.
And you're showing it is. I don't disbelieve you.
Yes, that was quite a good thing. Quite impressive right there.
Mm-hmm. You know who's not good at sneaking? Those fucking birds. All right, let's go.
Goddamn birds.
I like birds.
all that tweeting they do.
Nice.
They eat my seeds, though.
So, you get inside the hive. It is a bustle of streets and buildings, and you are at the entrance. Jim knows the way to the club. I'm not going to make him roll to see if he knows the way to the club. He'll probably fail. So, Jim, you know the way to the club.
You say that you have to have a rose tattoo.
All the other times, that has been the case.
Where at on the body?
Normally an arm.
Can we see your tattoos? Do you have tattoos?
I've got one in biro that Jim painted on like 3 days ago.
Have you not taken that tattoo off yet?
I don't think I have.
I'm pretty sure you did when you went into the jail at one point.
Yeah, but then we put new ones on for the next bit of the game, and they were badly done.
Oh,
We had
that's
very
right.
well done ones, and then we had
Yeah.
very not well done ones.
True.
So rather than a rose, it sort of looks like a blancmange. It's like not. Yeah.
I
I
would
show
like
it.
to.
I'm like, well, it's a couple of days old. It's been smudged a bit.
Is there
Yeah,
what did
where's
I ask for
yours?
earlier, like a stationery or something where I could buy like markers or?
Yeah. Easily enough.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, mine's on my arm still. It's all good.
You can't see it under your long sleeves though.
Yeah, you're gonna need to show that off.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll work it out.
You should like cut your sleeves off. You'd look much cooler.
Yeah, it's gonna get really hot down here.
I'm just really sensitive about my arms.
That's a lot. Jim, I've known you a long time. That is a deceive, and I will
Yeah.
do some scrutiny against
Yeah,
that.
scrutiny deceive then. -10 to deceive, Jim, because of Selena's ability.
No.
There you go.
No.
He appears to be telling the truth, but you don't believe him anyway. He believes that he's telling the truth. You know that what he's saying is a lie.
Okay. So you've developed an oversensitivity to the look of your arms. I mean, I get it. Like, you haven't had time to work out in the last couple of weeks. They're starting to look a little bit.
Whenever I come off of slot, I just go for all these weird emotions. Sorry.
Yeah. Definitely no tickets to the gun show at the moment. Yeah. Okay, I get it. I do not get it.
How long have I known Jim?
10 minutes.
About an hour.
Oh, okay. So I just met him.
You've heard stories. None of them are that good.
One of them was good. One of them he stood on a building and killed everyone, and it was amazing. That's his best film.
Oh, yeah, that's because your party lied for you when they went back to the Inquisitor and said you did a good job.
Yeah, that was great. Oh. They were the best team.
They're probably dead now.
Yeah.
So is there a way for us to get these tattoos or something that looks like them?
I could
I was
draw
gonna
one
go-
on for you.
Buy some art supplies to fake it best we can.
Let's say you popped into a shop, got some
Fantasy
Stand
sharpies.
awkwardly outside, like.
some sci-fi sharpies. Yes.
Yeah.
Can...
I'd like to buy a paint by numbers for my kid.
Wait, you've got a kid now as well, Jim?
No, I'm deceiving the shopkeeper, damn it, Selena.
Oh.
So yeah, would you guys like to sequester yourselves in there are enough abandoned buildings in this area. Would you like to sequester yourselves in the abandoned building?
Not near the other abandoned building.
That's
not
a fair. Don't worry, that's a fair ways away.
good.
Okay, who would like to draw these symbols?
I would.
Okay.
I'm an excellent artist. I'm probably the best artist here.
Alrighty doodle. That will be a. Oh, it's so hard to figure out exactly.
Yeah, what did we use last time?
Sleight of
See?
hand.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah.
That would be a sleight of hand, please.
All right. I'm not good at this, but
No, you are. Remember, you're the best.
I am the best.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would also never tell a lie. Not to you. Not to Scratticus.
I believe.
Oh, shit.
Would you like to re-roll?
Yeah, am I always allowed to reroll?
No, it's you use your fate points to re-roll.
Wait, is your
Oh.
target 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would suggest that you don't use a fate point to re-roll
Not gonna be
because you have to roll an 8 on a D100.
Instead of a rose, I just draw like a smiley face or a tribal butterfly.
Yeah, it's like that's a huge degree of failures. So it looks to you like a smiley face. To everyone else, it looks like
horrifying.
one of those clown faces that have gone wrong, and it's like
Get it off me!
it's like crying and screaming at the same time.
That's real good, Rosalind. Maybe I could just touch it up a little bit.
Can I
Yes.
try and save it?
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand.
Sorry, I was using my left hand. I'm right-handed.
That seems like an error.
Yeah, looks fine. You. I'm not gonna lie. You can't fix what just happened.
Yep.
You can get rid of the screaming, crying clown faces,
Please try and rub this Sharpie off of me.
but you're gonna have to go further down and do the rows. You can be
Yeah,
the scary
I think I
clown
got
gang.
confused because the last cult that I infiltrated, that was their symbol. I must have just mixed them up.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm gonna
will
have to
say that
scrutinize it.
as a symbol for a cult is real scary, and I'm impressed that you infiltrated them.
It was a very scary cult.
They were the crying clowns of Hephaestus.
Yes.
Yeah, I have the feeling it looks so bad that I have to scrutinize this.
Well, Jasper, you are part of Rosalind's team. You've worked together a few times. You've never
Oh.
investigated the screaming clowns, so you're welcome to say something or just stay quiet. 'Cause
It
you're
was
Oh,
before,
okay.
before
We're
our
a
time together.
team. So I am totally know that she lies about everything, so I will not correct her.
Okay.
I would shoot him like eyes, like, don't you?
Oh, shoot.
So,
And I'll be like you do not want to face the clowns.
They've been wiped out. That's why you don't hear about them
Good.
anymore.
Well, that's good.
Jim, would you like to take the crew to the club?
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the club now. That'd be great.
Okay. You walk down the street.
When they start asking us for guns, what are we gonna do? Because I don't want to give up my guns.
Well, what happens if we don't give them up?
Well, last time they said you don't get in, and then we showed them the tattoos, and then they let us in, but we were winging it so bad we didn't learn anything. Remember?
I wasn't here.
You weren't here for that?
I was casing it from the outside.
Ah. Okay.
You forgot about Selena a little bit, and Selena was still trying to figure out a way in for everyone when you guys.
So, Selena, what happened was...
You've already been back at the house and we're having tea and biscuits.
So, Selena, oh boy. So last time we showed off the tattoos, and that
Yep.
got us automatic access to the club. They just let us in. We started talking to the head honcho. We bumbled our way through that whole damn conversation.
Okay.
We left with crates. We didn't have any clue what was in the crates. We were supposed to deliver them to the warehouse. We took one of their thugs with us, hoping that the thug would show us where the warehouse is, because obviously we're looking for the warehouse, but the thug, it was his first day on the planet. He didn't have a clue where the warehouse was. We didn't have a clue where the warehouse was. In the end, we went to an abandoned building. We tied up the thug. We looked in the crates. It was full of guns, hence the guns. He didn't know anything. He knew how to fly a speeder and could reassemble a las gun in less than a minute. So we blew up the house. We blew up the guns. We sent him back to the Inquisition because those skills are useful. Flying and reassembling guns. That's useful skills, right?
So you could have just sent a spy into the Inquisition.
Fun fact: that party liked. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Yeah, they liked that character so much they took him back and asked the Inquisitor to recruit him into the Inquisition.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure he's not a spy. He was a real nice guy.
he's cool.
Okay, so we show our rose tattoos. We get in. Do you remember this boss's name that you spoke to?
Never learned it. Never learned it.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Is there a history check?
Tammy. You
Was that-
guys, it hasn't been that long. It's
Was
not.
that secretary?
Tammy was the name of the club owner who, and then the rogue trader who was selling the guns was called Castro, not Hacker.
Yes, because we questioned the guy. We did.
Yeah, I remember
Found
now.
out-
We found out that he's generally like an okay leader, this rogue trader. Goes by the name of
Leader.
Not Hacker. Which to me is exactly what a hacker would name themselves.
What's the name of this club as we're going into it? No one seemed to look last time.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Can
What
I
is-
look up at the
Oh.
sign?
If you're at the club, yeah, there's no one there. It's empty. There's no one on the door.
Like there's no one inside, like the nightlife is gone.
Like, the club is abandoned.
Can I go in anyways?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dirty, smelly. There's like strewn crap all over it. There's
Can I
probably
use
like.
my,
What would you like to use?
my keen insight to see if anything looks out of place.
Roll me a scrutiny, yeah. Yeah.
What did you do when you were here last?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Blew up a building.
You don't get anything in terms of clues as to like where they've gone, but as you're looking through, you can tell that this is like an emergency, burn all the information, get rid of everything we have in this place and move on because we've been found out.
Yes, it seems they left in quite a hurry.
I'd like to remind everyone that at the end of one of the episodes, the crew who took the crates then blew up the crates and then left.
This seems like a crass overreaction to me. They're
Right. Well,
clearly a bit flighty, right, Rosalind? Yeah,
You mean like a bird?
like a bird.
Fucking birds.
okay, I'd like to walk further into the club. I'm maybe looking for what looks to be maybe the office of this club owner or this rogue trader or
Jim knows where the office is. He went up there
That's upstairs. I'll
to
take you
collect the
there.
crates. You go up there.
Okay.
It's empty.
Nothing at all
There's-
anymore.
There's like, there's probably like the equivalent of like a waste paper basket, which has been burned. Like there's bits of paper and ash in there.
Is there any blood around?
No.
Is there any anything with like with roses on it, like any insignia or?
Yeah. On the
propaganda?
walls and on like some of the glasses and stuff, there's the rose insignia.
Well, this was definitely where they were. Okay. Is there any like? I want to try and like look for like a hidden something, like a hidden safe or something where they might have kept important documents, and maybe they've, left something.
Okay. Roll me a scrutiny. Oh, is that a search actually? Give me a second. I get confused with the skills because the different 40k systems use slightly different skills. Yeah, that would be a scrutiny.
Ooh, I find nothing.
There's a really distracting painting on the wall. If this was a film, it would have a giant black bar over it.
My eyes.
And you get distracted in the sense that...
Should people be able to do that? I don't...
It requires training, probably, yeah.
Did they happen to leave anything at all?
No. They had enough time to be a fairly... Like, with your scrutiny roll, they had enough time to be pretty thorough. And also, you'd probably get the feeling like they were preparing for something like this.
They met Jim and went, exit plan A.
See, now the problem is Jim, and in the meeting, Jim initially introduced himself as the leader and messed up so badly that someone else had to take command and be like, actually, I'm the leader. And because it's a cult, the leader of the cult in this club thought that it was a trick to be like, it's a test, etc., etc. So they kind of passed Jim off as the brain dead security guard who they got to pose as the leader.
Yeah.
Obviously, when the team blew up the guns in a house like really close by the club, they were like, oh, and now they've all gone to ground.
Excellent.
I don't know why they would have done this. This seems a mass. Last time, though, just people having sex everywhere. It was.
Distracted, I imagine.
No, you know me, Selena. I hate heresy. And,
Is that where they got the idea for the painting?
possibly. Oh.
Yeah, like a car crash, you can't not look at it. And even though they're sort of upside down, they seem to follow you whenever you walk around.
Everyone who's looking at the painting, roll me a scrutiny.
How is that one doing that with that? Do arms bend like that?
I've had some time to study this, it seems. It's like there's more arms there than there are people for the arms.
Those of you who succeeded will have noticed that the painting seems to have shifted. They're still doing similar things, but in different positions. It's a big mural of a lot of people, but you swear some of them have like changed position.
Should I shoot him?
Do any of these people look familiar to you?
Do any of them look familiar to me?
I don't know why I would think that, but maybe.
Yes, actually, yes. There's one.
That one.
That looks like Inquisitor Musculius in the background.
It's Mr. Muscles.
he's got like 2 people under his arms, and he's just standing there in this kind of like legs wide like stance of like, that's right, it's me.
It's everywhere.
You know,
If you will remember, he was undercover for a while,
Yes.
which is why I was like, would there be anyone you know? And I was like, yeah, he'd totally be there.
Selena, you know, I wonder if that guy just spun us a yarn, because it seems he was pretty into his heresy.
Well, you know, Jim, sometimes you can seem like you're into heresy, but actually you're just acting. And sometimes you could be, you know, balls deep in the heresy and you're just acting like you're not.
Selena, would you like to roll me a willpower?
No.
No, this one's up to you.
Okay.
Basically, is Selena distracted by the painting now she's seen Mr. Musculius?
I've already decided when everyone leaves, I'm going to cut that bit out.
Okay. Yeah.
That's already decided.
Okay, well then you don't need to roll a willpower.
Selena, are you saying that despite hating heresy, you've got an odd attraction to it? Is that what you're saying?
No, Jim, that is not what I'm saying.
All
I
right.
thought there was a second, at the beginning of this mission, I was a little confused, but then I remembered my good friend Jim Best and his hatred of heresy.
God damn, I hate it.
Brought me back, and I realised that sometimes you just have to hurt people if they're heretics, no matter who they are. 'Cause
Yeah,
killing heretics is the thing we do.
that is. So many heretics. I'm ready to kill all the heretics.
Me too, Jim. Me too. Now, excuse me a second.
Are you gonna do it in front of them?
Selena, why are you cutting out the picture of Musculius doing heresy?
Evidence, Jim, evidence. If it does turn out that you're right and he is a heretic, we need evidence. And I've just provided it. You're welcome.
I'm just gonna let everyone know that that's a scrutiny deceive flag right there.
Scrutiny.
If
I'm
anyone would like to
scrutinizing.
do it.
This is a two-way street. I'm scrutinizing. I fail.
Well, I get a plus 30 for deceiving.
Really?
I don't know, I just made that up.
Okay, then no, you don't.
I've decided I do. Wait. That's resistances.
Well, everyone failed their scrutiny,
Oh, good.
so you just need to fail your deceive by less than 3 degrees.
Okay, I can do that.
Or succeed it.
That's excellent thinking, Selena. I wouldn't have thought of that. I was so disgusted by the heresy, I would have just burned it or something.
Well, I am also disgusted, but, you know, also evidence.
Do you have a lead case or something you can put that in, just in case the heresy tries to leak out?
Do you think it would?
I don't know. I'm not an
Well,
expert in heresy, but I'm an expert in killing it.
I'll keep it here for the moment, and then if we find a lead box, then yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I fold it out real nice and neat, put it in my little bag
Mm-hmm.
next to the rose.
Did you use that rose?
No, I've got the colour changing rose.
Oh, yep. Not the injector rose.
not
which
the
you
injector
injected one of your party members with.
Yeah, I did use that one.
It's nice to call back to memories of past episodes because there's just so much to feel bad about as an inquisitorial team.
Yeah.
So,
The moments when we're dangling on crossing that line.
Rosalind, you say you've infiltrated many cults.
Hundreds
Where-
of thousands.
Where do you think these would have gone to go underground?
A secret layer.
Of course.
Are there tunnel systems?
So I'll weigh in here as the GM, because you guys would know this about hive cities. Hive cities at the under the hive city in the lower parts, they tend to be underground. They tend to be squalid and sometimes just filled with trash. And it's very lawless down there. They tend to the people down there tend to form into gangs, fight over territories. It's very easy down there to not be noticed. However, at the same time, all of you, especially crack infiltration experts, would know that cults tend to have connections. So, they might have somewhere else, like a different hive or somewhere they can go to ground.
Could always go down and see if anyone knows or can supply us for the cult. Maybe they could lead us to their new hideouts.
Question: are you guys still in the club?
Yes.
So are you just having a sit down around a table with all this?
Yeah, there's no one here.
We're having a meeting.
Sure.
This guy had a fancy desk and everything. Might as well get some use out of it.
Admiring the art.
Okay. Sorry, I just needed to know where you were. Carry on.
So, you think maybe they've got another hideout somewhere?
I think so.
Would it be close by? Would they have moved further away?
It's tough to say how. I don't know how long ago that they up and left this place.
I imagine it was a day ago, maybe 2.
From your scrutiny, yeah, day or so.
Me?
From Jasper's scrutiny, he would know.
Oh.
They packed up a day.
I have no concept of
Things
the
up
time.
2 days ago, so that would make sense.
What was the cult trying to do last time you were looking into them?
They were making and selling drugs in the shapes of roses that were like a sort of an injector type thing, which changed the body chemistry to take pleasure from pain. It was real messed up. We blew up the warehouse. We did take some evidence. I think Jim may have used it all, but and I definitely didn't use any.
Deceive.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to call you on that one.
I
And
really used any on myself.
oh, there you go. You're rolling good on deceive.
Yeah. But then, obviously, this particular branch have been doing stuff with guns because that's what they gave to Scrat, to Jim. So I guess they're still going to be carrying out that operation. We probably need to find somewhere where they might be able to continue carrying out a gun trade operation.
Maybe under the hive there's more gun suppliers. We could see if we can find cultists trying to get supplies from them.
Maybe the that rogue trader that Jim was talking about. Maybe I imagine he's quite well known. So maybe we could see if anyone else knows anything about him. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not. This isn't my area of expertise.
I didn't find out a whole lot when we interrogated the others, the henchmen. He was a good enough leader. Didn't share his leading tactics. They had a ship or something like that. Welcome, the Lady Ori. Thank you so much for that raid. I didn't find out a whole lot, if we're honest.
Is there a way to get in contact with them?
Maybe. Jim, maybe you could have a casual chat with some people in the area.
I like casual chats.
See if maybe we can find out a little bit more about this Castro person. Maybe he's got another known whereabouts. Maybe they've taken the operation too.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can totally do that. Yeah.
Excellent. Jasper, why don't you go with him?
Yes. I'll ask around the crowd while we're at it.
Sometimes people misinterpret what Jim is saying for the worst. It's probably best to have someone else with him that can stick their hands in someone's pockets and distract the whole situation.
Sure, there's some empty pockets up there that need feeling.
Okay.
Just remember that the pockets is definitely plan 2. Plan B. We don't go in with the pockets. Pockets is just if we need a distraction.
Say so.
So, you guys would like to head on out and do a little bit of crowd fondling?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay in the club, but keep an eye on them. Maybe like situate myself somewhere where I can see what's going on.
Sure, there's a window that looks outside that you can sit by. Rosalind, while the other two are heading out and Selena is sitting, is there anything you'd like to do?
Nothing specific. I mean, I don't want to leave the club and, split the party.
Okay. Well, if
I did it that one time, but
if you'd like to sit with Selena and just hang out, perfectly fine.
So, in the Hive City where we're at, would there be like a library or like an archive or something like that?
Yeah, there's for sure there'd be kind of like official repository type place where you can go and look up stuff for the Hive City, and then there'd be like the slightly more out of the way kind of data stores where you can go and just look up, random books and all this kind of thing. So depending on what you wanted to do. What
I'm looking for is a map of not necessarily this city, but how the city would connect to the nearest by ones.
Okay, yeah. If you go to the, let's say, at this point, the team has been in the Hive City long enough to know that kind of about 20 minutes walk, a bit deeper into the Hive City, there's kind of a official place where citizens can go and look up basic information, like, where the other Hive cities are, what this city has, kind of like tourist information, I guess. So you'd like to head on over to that?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone has their plan. I have a feeling. I don't know. I have a feeling I know what Selena's gonna do, but I'm
gonna watch Jim.
Oh, okay. So
maybe steal some alcohol from the club downstairs.
There's
stealing if it's gone.
No, it's not really stealing when no one owns the place and they've run away because they're heretics. But yeah, there's alcohol about the place.
Excellent.
Jim and Jasper, you head out into the crowd. People are walking past you. Jim, you're getting knocked a few times as people like bustle past. Jasper, people just flow around you.
Why am I getting knocked?
Jasper's just one of those people who people don't notice. they just flow around him like a river.
I can make this work to my advantage. If someone bumps into me, I'd like to slip my hand into their top pocket.
Okay.
With them knowing.
Roll me a sleight of hand then. Yep. You put your hand, someone bumps into you, you put your hand, you just kind of like, what? Ah, yeah, you know, no one notices. You have a handkerchief.
Does this handkerchief happen to be a map of the city with the warehouse indicated on it?
It's a bit wet.
I'll drop that.
Jasper, what would you like to do?
I guess I'm have to ask Jim. So Jim, how do we find these man? Who can we talk about these?
Well,
You get dragged off into the crowd by a wild animal.
you simply have to look for some suspicious types, preferably with guns. And if we see a rose tattoo, that's always a good sign.
Yeah, sorry, correct. Jim, while Jasper, at a moment while Jasper is distracted, and he's like, he turns around to talk to someone, you get bumped into. The person who bumps into you just kind of knocks your shoulder. Like, it's a bit jarring, but it's happened a few times now. And as you get knocked, you hear, "Sorry, Jim." And then he's gone. Your arm is tingling.
My left arm. Oh, the one with the tattoo. Yeah, the left arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have, you should not roll your sleeve up and go, what's happening
I
there?
do not want to do that at all.
So, we'll come back to you two momentarily. Selena, you're sitting there at a table. It's quiet, but you hear music. It's muffled.
It's weird.
Roll me an awareness.
Yes. Damn. Where is that noise coming from?
It's not from the club. It's muffled. Sounds close by somewhere.
I am going to investigate.
Okay.
Just
You
a little
didn't,
bit.
you didn't fail too badly, and this is fairly easy. I probably should have given you pluses. So, you kind of spend 5 minutes listening, looking around, being like,
My hands on the floor, seeing if I can feel any.
yeah, if there's any like vibrations from below you. And then you're like, oh, it's coming from my pocket.
Oh! Ow! Is it the pitch? Oh, I'll pull them.
Oh, yeah. It's a... Are you looking at the picture?
Angeli isn't, but yes, Selena hasn't cottoned on properly yet.
Okay. Yeah. Inquisitor Musculius, as he was before, except for he's no longer holding anyone, he's literally just kind of putting his hands up, hands down, hands up. There's like little flashes of like, you know, disco lights behind him. Is dancing.
Sort of weird. But I'm into it. Okay, cool. Having a little dance party there. Poke it. Are you there?
Oh, hey, Selena. I didn't see you there. How's the mission going?
Not. It's going. It's going. The place that we were going to is empty, so we're looking for another place. I'm a little worried about Jim, if I'm honest.
Maybe you should be worried about yourself. You're talking to a picture.
I have had a few drinks. That's. Jim is super boring.
Is this what usually happens when you have a few drinks?
No, normally I hit something, but there's nothing to hit, so
You can hit me if you like.
I think that's even worse than talking to a piece of paper is punching a piece of paper.
Fair enough.
Can you stop that? It's very distracting.
Sorry.
Just with the flexing, just.
Oh, would you just like me to hold a pose?
Yes, sure. So how come?
He's like flexing down like that, like leaning towards you a bit.
How come? What's going on with this? How is this happening? Is it just the alcohol? I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure I saw something else move in that picture.
Yeah, the picture was moving a bit before. Oh, sorry. Are you asking GM or you were asking?
I'm asking Mr. Muscles.
Oh.
But I'm checking the back of the paper.
Whoa. Clearly you're insane.
No, I don't think that's it.
Could be it.
I don't think it is.
But you're talking to a picture.
Yeah, but I have been hanging out with Jim for a long time. It's not the worst thing I've done. Okay, if you can't give me any answers, then I'll just fold you back up.
Okay.
That was weird. Take a long swig of my drink.
Rosalind! You're at the information depot. You would like some information on just the surrounding hives?
Yeah, and a little bit of the geography between everything.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really need to roll for this because it's like public information, basically. There's 2 hives connected to this one. Couple of kind of proper roads. There's a few like transport services that take you in between each hives. You know, kind of. There's a couple of ships, like kind of shuttles. They're more expensive. A few, you know, like. There's a few kind of car, bus type services, and then there's a few people who just take people on wagons with, you know, drawn either hand drawn like kind of wagons or animal drawn.
You said that the hive would continue to go lower, but it's kind of I don't know, worse down there. Would like the lower levels of the hives all connect?
No. In general, no, unless it's a world that's like constantly attacked, then maybe they'd have like supply lines underground. But...
Okay, probably not here. Okay, and that's a pretty close walk between all of them. And do we have to have papers if we go from this one to another one?
Well, because the hives are so big and there's so many people, they don't really properly keep track of people. They just give out papers to people leaving and take people's papers from people coming back. So you could just leave and say, I'm going to this hive. They'll give you papers.
Oh, and then they would give me one.
Yeah.
Oh, because they didn't know I snuck in.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. All right, I'll take that information. I don't think it got me much, but I'll meet up with everybody if I can.
Okay. Jim and Jasper, if you'd like to do anything else, you are perfectly welcome.
Let's see. Let's see if based off from what Jim told me about the guns and the roses, maybe see if I could figure out using my underworld lore, if that would give me an idea of where looking for specific signs of gangs that I might be able to look into.
You're looking for like a hunger in their eyes, like they've got a appetite for destruction.
Yeah, roll me common law underworld. You know that vampires and werewolves don't get along. Thank you. Would you like to use a fate point to reroll? If you have any. I don't know how many you have. So.
I have one last one. Oh, that's right.
I just want to throw out that I'm very disappointed that none of you picked up on the Guns N' Roses joke.
I did. I didn't want to say it out loud.
I know. I'm just the lack of reaction disappointing.
I didn't pick up on that one, I'm afraid.
I did.
I don't really know any Guns N' Roses.
Like good music, Scratticus?
Can I use advantage on a reroll screen? How does that work?
I think is the advantage
Yeah.
like
You
plus.
Call it before you roll it. Roll twice. Take the highest roll.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works.
We just essentially use D&D advantage for everything because Call of Cthulhu advantage is confusing AF.
If you like to roll again, you might crit success. Yeah, both successes though. It's good. So you recognize a few signs of people who are clearly from the lower levels of the hive. Every now and then, you can pick someone out. There's enough of them that you see them walking past every now and then. Bit dirtier, a bit more like twitchy. You know, they tend to be a lot more aware, a lot more cautious, and maybe like at one point there's like a loud crash as someone knocks something over, and you know that person like jumps and immediately like scuttles down an alleyway. You know, these are the people who definitely are lower down. So yeah, there are some around.
But maybe we should question those ones, Jim. They seem to know the darker side.
Okay, well, I'll let you lead and I'll provide backup. I don't want to be recognized. I was here before, after all.
Yes, I'll ask the questions.
I'll hang back over here in this alleyway.
Yes, be in cover. Be hidden, yes. Very smart, very smart.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait for Jasper to walk away, and as soon as Jasper's walked away a little bit, I'm gonna rip open my sleeve and see what's going on.
Okay. I assume once Jasper's gone, you go somewhere where you can like look without anyone seeing, right?
There's gotta be a nearby alleyway that I'll just duck into.
Is this happening whilst I'm talking to the picture, or whilst I've finished and I'm looking back out again?
This is happening, I would say, probably 30 seconds before this happens is when the picture starts talking to you.
Okay. You're
If
lucky.
you were a paranoid person, you might think that it had been planned, but you don't know because you're distracted.
It's one thing I like about Selena. They've never seemed paranoid to me.
So
Interesting.
on your arm, there is writing.
Writing, goddammit.
It is not in a language. It is not in writing you recognize, but you can read it.
Okay, this is a head trip.
It says, 2 floors up, Lonely Feist.
Lonely Feist.
Lonely Feist. Lonifeist.
Lonely Feist. Yeah, just pull it back down, do it back up, and then go and stand back on the corner of the alleyway like I'm watching Jasper like I'm supposed to be.
Once you've read it, and you say Lonely Feist as well, do you say that out loud? Like mutter it probably, right?
Yeah, definitely.
your arm starts to feel like it's burning. The letters slowly crumble off your arm and are taken away by a slight gust of wind.
Is there a chance that Jim could mistake this for addiction withdrawal symptoms?
What's your things?
Honestly, no. This is like, technically speaking, you've probably seen similar things, but the confluence of events where someone bumped into you, said sorry Jim, immediately your arm started tingling, you went away, looked at it, read it, and then it just burned off your arm. Not so much. But, you know, you never know, right? It could be drugs or the after effects of coming off drugs.
Did you say that he couldn't read it though? It was in a language he didn't know?
It was in a language he didn't know, but he could read it, yeah.
Oh. How's that work?
God knows.
Heresy, basically.
Heresy.
Do you know what? Just in case, I'm just gonna take some slot and I'm just gonna chuck another bit of slot in my body just to, you know.
Alright.
Withdrawal symptoms can ruin a mission.
Would you like to have a hitherto undiscussed drug that isn't slort, that kind of keeps you peppy and keeps you up for a while, maybe makes you tired later?
That sounds great.
Because slort
I'll be up for 6.
Slort doesn't last for very long, and it's kind of like I'll take it to you know, for this 5 minutes where I'll just go nuts and fight someone.
Yeah, sure. Do I need to roll for that to get some of that drug?
No, you have it. We'll
Awesome.
just say you forgot about it, and it makes sense because Jim.
Yep. I'll just take some of that.
Sure.
Whew.
Meanwhile, Jasper, what have you been doing?
Let's see if I could start questioning some of the skeevier folks that definitely from the underworld.
Okay. Are you going up to them and saying, "Hey, can I have a moment of your time?" Or how are you approaching this?
I mean, if they seem kind of skittish, they probably wouldn't be talking about stuff. So yeah, I'd have to direct approach. Maybe I don't have the opportunity. Could I use survival to see if I could, you know, make it seem like I'm a part of them and just trying to, you know, find my way around?
Yeah. Wow. You're a narc.
Oh my god.
You saunter. It's like ha ha ha, and like there's a couple of them like against a wall, like sharing out some low sticks maybe, and just talking between themselves.
Hello,
And-
fellow heretics.
You kind of start sliding forwards, and Jim, are you okay ruining this
Yeah, sure.
as part of the failure?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. I can be accomplice to that. Why not?
Okay. You start walking over. You don't look great, but you know. And Jim, how does Jim ruin his cover basically in this instance?
As Jasper's heading over, Jim thinks back to the pocket scenario. And immediately thinks, oh, Jasper's not going to be okay on his own. So he's going to start walking over, and as he starts walking over, he decides that aggressive manipulation will probably be the best thing, because they'll probably recognize him. So he's going to walk over drawing his gun.
Okay, I'd like to embellish this slightly.
Yes.
As you draw your one las pistol, 6 more fall out and clatter all over the floor. These people are clearly from lower down. They have an innate survival instinct of, if we hear clattering, if we see guns, everyone runs, and they just bolt, and they're like, cops! And they just roll, and then like everyone looks around, and other people run, and there's a whole load of guns on the floor. Jasper, this didn't go well, dude.
But the people here obviously don't know how to talk. They're so rude. They just run away.
Meanwhile, Jim is picking up guns. He's putting one in his boot, another one in his boot, one on his thigh, one on his inner thigh, another one on his inner thigh.
You covered up your sleeve, right, Jim?
Yeah, I covered him with my sleeve, yeah.
Well, I seem to be out of options. We proceed.
You have been rumbled in this area, at the very least, as basically as bad as police.
How about we just start shooting people?
I feel like this is the point where I fold up the letter. Like,
Yeah.
Jim.
You look over to Jim, like picking up guns and this, and you see he's still got like one gun out, like, and the crowd is obviously like staying away from him. Probably traffic stopped.
Yeah.
Like people have stopped going. They started turning around, going the other way, and being like, "There's a gun back there. Probably don't go that way."
I'm just gonna run past them all.
And Rosalind, I'd say you've come back to the bar at this point and joined back up with Selena, so you can come out with her.
Yeah, sure.
Jim is
Dropping guns on the floor.
yes. And the last time that happened, there were a lot of deaths. So let's stop him. Stop him. That's what we need to do.
You run outside in time to stop Jim shooting people if you'd like.
Yes.
Look, I'm just saying, not shooting people isn't working.
What's not working about it?
They scatter like cockroaches.
Because normally people don't like to see people with guns. Especially you. You're infamous for your ability to be the best at killing bad people.
Yeah. It's a crutch.
Maybe I should just put my hands in my pockets and be basket in that.
Bad feedback from you there, I think, Wild.
Yeah, just had a little bit of crackling.
Didn't hear what you said. No,
Oh,
not really.
no. You sound like you're talking to us from beyond the veil.
Yeah,
It's the Mysterons.
gravelly and subdued.
Don't follow Jim through the portal.
God, it's a chaos demon.
Hey, your trade turned into off and on again.
Yeah. So, you guys carry on. Jasper has disappeared into the crowd. You can hear him vaguely in the distance, but you don't know what he's saying.
Sounds a bit fuzzy. Jim, let's not just go in. You look weird. What have you taken?
Just a little something to help.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I know what kind of drugs he's on?
All of them, I imagine.
All of them.
You don't have any laws, so probably scrutiny. Yeah.
Just scrutiny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, seems to be some kind of relaxant, you know, oh shit, no, sorry. It appears to be some kind of stimulant,
I was gonna
which
say,
keeps
he's
your
not
weight
relaxed.
going.
So he's like on Warhammer speed.
Yeah, a bit more peppy, a bit more perky, a bit more active than he was before.
Fantasy Adderall. Got it.
Gun ho.
All right. You know him better. Do you know how to stop him?
No. Well, normally you can talk him. Like, Jim, you'll be fine, won't you? You're just a bit.
Look, I'm just a little bit buzzy, okay? I've got a gun. I've not shot anyone for a few days. I ran away from a fight.
Yeah.
These are clearly heretics. Look at them, you know? We could just shoot them.
No.
What type of heresy are they? Why do you think that?
We can pin something on them, you know, loitering.
Jim, would you be happy if people pinned heresy just on you, just because they didn't like the look of you?
Is it heresy to murder people that aren't heretics themselves?
My gun only shoots heretics. So technically, I could fire a few shots off, and
So it's enchanted somehow.
that's right.
Yeah, Jim.
That would be heresy.
Yeah.
Your gun is a heretic.
Oh, no, my gun only shoots
Here we are.
heretics.
No.
It's from the void world. It's very complex. It's a machine thing. So it's kind of like heresy, but not.
Also, Selena would know that gun got bent and broken. This is a different gun, so
Yeah, this just.
I'm just saying.
Smiling and nodding. Just.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jim believes it.
He does.
Does he?
That's why she
Does
won't
he-
break his spirit.
Does he still believe it?
Oh, so, then that was how it all happened. Mhm.
Jasper's like, they are from the underworld. They've probably done some heresies. So I'm sure we can shoot them just fine.
See?
Cat agrees with me.
That was the cutest little heretic.
Don't shoot me.
Please carry on.
Sorry, the void cat has distracted me.
All right, look, I won't start shooting anyone, but we're not getting anywhere with the not shooting
not.
people option.
Okay. Did you, Rosalind, when you went off, did you find any sort of ideas of where we might need to be going?
I found some maps of how the hives connect, the roads, some of the transit, but it's hard to deduce which would be the easiest and, I don't know, sneakiest way to get between the two, or even where they would go.
On a side note, does anyone see this picture moving, or is it just me? Nope. Go
It
on.
is a picture of a man, very muscly, completely naked.
What? I thought you had some clothes on. I apologize.
No, he's been completely naked this whole time. I did say that at the start.
I assumed he was. No.
Have you seen this man?
That's why it's been so funny to me, because it's like you're watching porn.
Yeah, a little bit.
I assumed he was wearing clothes.
No.
No.
Awkward conversations then.
Okay, that sheds a bit of light on the conversation and why Selena as like flustered as I thought she was going to be.
I just assumed he was
Like,
wearing.
we all just left you alone with your porn poster.
I'm sorry, I forgot that it was. Sorry.
Damn it, that heresy is spreading. It's coming leaking right out of your pocket. We need to find something to contain it in as quick as we can.
I think Jasper's like, "But why are you looking at the heresy evidence?"
I thought it was moving, and then I was like, "Wow, this is gonna be super heresy because
You felt it
pictures
moving
don't
in
move." Also, it was really, really boring watching you and Jim just walk around, but I got distracted.
You mean to say you had more fun watching the heresy?
No. It was confusing. He kept calling me insane. It wasn't very nice.
Can I scrutiny this, please?
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, but you can still
He called me insane.
I definitely want to scrutiny this. Oh!
Selena appears to be telling the truth.
Just the words that come out of her mouth don't make sense, but they're all true.
Yeah.
Selena, I believe you believe what you're saying, but you seem real flustered right now.
It's been a long day.
Okay, to be clear, we need to define where our line is, okay? After a long day, chilling with some recreational drugs is okay, but chilling with porn is not. That's the line, right there.
I don't see how that's fair. I don't do drugs.
I have to.
And I don't.
But you also don't have to look at porn.
You don't have to do drugs. You chose to at some point.
Hey,
and now you-
they are performance stimulants. They are part of the package deal that comes when you hire Jim Best.
Well, I won't look at it anymore.
All right.
Be honest, I imagined it with clothes on, so it really was bad. I'm so
Selena.
When you just kept talking to
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone
Selena,
else is laughing at me.
you hear very vaguely.
Nope, nope.
Jim, roll me an awareness.
I failed, but not by a lot.
You do not.
Everyone okay, Selena?
Yeah, everything okay, Jim?
I think so.
We need
You
a
know-
steel box. I really need. Yeah, I think you were right. We need to put this picture away somewhere under lock and key, away from me and you.
Did you ask your naked art if they knew where the heretics went? What direction?
No, the art just said I was insane, so I'm going to ignore it from now on.
You might want to listen to the art.
You listen to the art.
We just established that listening to naked art is not okay.
That's the line.
No, what we've established is that listening to naked art doesn't get you anywhere.
Yes.
Maybe ask him again.
How about you ask him?
Okay, but you need to blindfold me.
Close your eyes. I'm going to open it. Ready? Go.
Which direction did they go?
So, Selena and Jim, you can hear music.
Can you not hear it?
Rosalind and Jasper, you do not hear music. And seeing as none of you are looking at the painting, I'm assuming.
No, nothing. But it was working for me. And I turn it round.
Okay, yeah, he's gyrating. You might say swinging in parts.
He's doing the helicopter. Oh god.
Just artfully.
It's tasteful.
The tasteful helicopter.
Mhm.
Real grace, real style.
He's been practicing for years. I'm sorry, we just completely devolved your game.
Oh no. Oh no.
It was
It was already devolved.
You
We're staying on par at this point.
Okay, okay, so
You've
That's-
folded up and
yeah, weird. It doesn't seem to be working for Jim, you heard that, didn't you?
I heard it, yeah.
Okay, so it's not okay.
I'm
So I'm
loath
right.
to admit.
question.
Maybe it only works for like the very best of the heretic hunters.
Rosalind and Jasper, did you look at the painting when, like, before it was taken away?
I did.
I think Jasper would have.
Okay.
Professional
That's how I
curiosity.
knew he was naked.
The painting was not moving. It was not making any noise. You both, technically speaking, this doesn't matter too much, but you both take 2 corruption points, though.
The fuck?
Corrupted your poor souls.
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
Out of
I didn't
character.
ask for
Hey,
that.
why? How come I wasn't corrupted? Am I already corrupted? I don't even know. Jim, what have you done to me?
Selena, I'm starting to think that maybe we should pull out of this mission and report back for heresy checks.
Training.
Sorry, that pause is a little too long. Hello, Inquisitor. I'm back for heresy.
No, I mean, maybe we spent a lot of time getting close to these heretics. Maybe we got too close.
Well, I don't know if they'll believe us because we've done bugger all.
You can't catch heresy like a disease.
It's gonna be like, hey, yeah, we got way too close to heresy. Then we found out nothing, and we know where no one is.
But I might have caught heresy myself.
I may have caught it.
Come
I
on,
didn't
Rosalind.
watch
I saw you peeking at the picture. The heresy's addictive, you know it.
I think I got a contact high.
Jasper's like, it's like, I'm not very comfortable with us committing heresy in the middle of the street right now.
Yeah, you're still in the middle of the street, incidentally.
Yeah, but everyone's left because Jim was.
Jim still has his gun out, yeah.
Not shooting anybody. Job well done.
All I'm saying is not shooting people doesn't work.
So, to sum up, we know exactly as much as we knew 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less.
This seems like every couple of
And
hours that we see.
and we don't know where we're going. What we're doing.
For the sake of furthering our mission, let's just pick a random building and go into that. Maybe it'll contain some heresy.
Sure, that seems to be as good a good.
If it happens to look like a warehouse, bonus points.
You did get a porn poster out of this episode, so it's not a total loss.
No,
I mean,
one time I got boots, another time I got a rose. This time, porn. So.
and there was a time you got a foot rub as well. I don't know about that in character, but
You got another manner.
Is a foot rub heresy, or does it?
it seemed pretty heretical at the time.
Yeah.
Was she wearing socks or?
Famous heresy I could think of in the moment.
Yeah, that was when we were all so young and bright-eyed.
Naive and
We
ready.
didn't know where things were going yet. Everything was full of hope. There was no musculius.
Now here we are with
Heretic.
tasteful helicopters.
Tasteful.
Keyword
Um,
tasteful, yes.
It's getting towards the end of your mission, guys. Would you like to hole up in a building for the night?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's haul up in a building somewhere. Maybe we could send these 2 guys off to do some scouting and never hear from them again.
You just want to be alone with your poster.
I've got you. Gross. You can take the picture with you.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Take the poster with you. We're sure it's full of heresy. Take it back as evidence, and then it looks like we've actually done something and found something.
Done. I will deliver. I will deliver this work of art on your behalf.
Okay. Rosalind
Yes.
receives the painting. Fold it up. As you take it, put it in your pocket. And then you both head off to... Would you like to go and investigate the Underhive?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Can't go
The Underhive isn't guarded, and you have your suspicions that some of the cult have headed down there.
Mm-hmm.
Rosalind, maybe a few hours later, after you've left the team and you've infiltrated into the Underhive, there's a moment when Jaspar is at one with the crowd, putting his hands in people's pockets.
I bet he is.
The painting starts bumping, and music starts coming from it. I won't make us play out this scene. Roll me a willpower. Do you talk to the painting?
I'm in like the Underhive, right? Where it's basically like a dirty nightclub anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, then yes.
Okay. Through a few conversations over a few days, painting.
Oh, I see how it is.
The painting brings you round to his side of looking at things, convinces you that, Inquisition's not that great. The Imperium's not great. Maybe, join Chaos, like Hailed Saints, right? Welcome to the cult.
I knew I could infiltrate.
Yeah? Jasper.
Yes.
Oh, actually, first question for Rosalind. You and Jasper have worked for a while. Do you think you could convince him to join you in Chaos?
I mean, I would like to think I could, but I'm also a big fat liar, so maybe.
Jasper, how open would you have been to the influences of Rosalind?
Well, I'm obviously the incompetent one of the group, so very.
Very? Okay. Jasper and Rosalind, you are now Siege cultists, having been reasonably slowly corrupted over time. You spend the next probably month or so hunting down and murdering all of the cultists of the Harlequin Rose in the Underhive of this city. You let none escape, and you do incredible damage to them.
Damn.
Selena, roll me a willpower, please.
Yeah, the uncorruptible, that's what we should call her.
That's unfortunate. Would you like to re-roll?
Can I use my advantage that I have? So I can...
Yeah, sure.
Got an advantage thing, haven't I? That's better.
Yeah, you succeed. Would you like to take the other roll for the advantage?
No. I'll use that one as the 20 as my advantage. Sorry.
Oh, so you're not using a fate point?
No.
You're
No,
just
I
using
use-
the advantage.
Yeah.
All right then. Roll me a d10.
A D10. Oh dear, I don't know how to do that in here.
/R space 1d10.
Okay. Hopefully this works because my iPad's a bit funny. Nope, that's not it. Oh.
Take 4 corruption points.
Ow!
You conversed with moving, clearly heretical paper for quite a while. And he was swinging things all over the place.
Yeah,
it
weird.
was super heretical. If you had have failed your willpower, you would have taken double. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Jim.
Yep.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
hope you
don't
feel-
want to talk about corruption points around Selena, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Although I might have a little conversation with Selena when we're on our own.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
You have one eye open.
Selena, we've done a lot of bad things to fit in with the heretics, right? To try and root them out.
I've done less bad things. But sometimes the line is fuzzy, yes.
Do you ever worry about it?
Crossing the line.
No, just worry that the heresy is like a disease, like it might be festering away, rotting at you without you even realizing it's happening.
sometimes, but I like to think I'm stronger than that weakness.
Yeah.
I've had good training.
Yeah, me too.
Everything okay, Jim?
Just fine.
Do you worry about it?
Yeah. But you know, I've got lots of guns. And they only shoot heresy. So we should be fine. Right.
Well, just be careful around yourself, I guess. You're not good with handcuffs. I wouldn't want you to accidentally shoot yourself in the face.
Is that an accusation, Selena?
No, you're just clumsy. I make no accusations. We're friends. I imagine you would tell me if there was anything I needed to be worried about.
Yeah.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, Selena. Fuck.
Let's close out there.
Oh.
Oops.
Thank you, everyone. That was a lot of fun.
So good.
I'm
Well,
sorry I didn't give you a bird to kill.
I'm glad you didn't.
So, listen, I had a long con and then I forgot about it until you just said that.
Yeah.
So I was eventually going to reveal like a bird tattoo because I actually really love birds.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, news of 2 serial killers in the Underhive called the Sparrows spreads. So, yeah.
Well, you know, so you guys, because you hate birds.
Yeah. Perfect cover.
Or do I secretly love them? Maybe I'll just seek them out and be their friend.
Oh, also, just because it has to, the calling card of the Sparrows, all of their victims have their pockets turned out. Yeah.
Is their tattoo logo hard to draw or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's different every single time.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It's almost like the person who draws them doesn't know how to draw. So yeah, there you go, guys.
Yeah.
wow, what an episode. Oh dear. So many, oh dear. Oops. Let's go round and say hello to everyone. We'll go the opposite way around this time. We'll start with Wild Engineer. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what your favourite part of today's episode was, and all the other good things.
Yes, I'm Wild Engineer. You can find me on Mondays here at 2 Eastern for some Call of Cthulhu. And it's also welcome to the party at 11:30, 9:30 Eastern for some Masks, A New Generation. And starting this on Tuesdays on Encounter Roleplay at 2 for some D&D. Gosh, my favorite part was... I was not expecting the person to put their hand in the pocket. I was just expecting to get caught.
Yeah.
Panic mode there.
And it was the greatest.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
The best reaction I've ever heard. Well, let's go there.
I like to make failing fun, and there's a lot of failing in this game, so
Yeah. That is the tagline of this show.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Wild. Next around we have Castlemac Lydia. Lydia, hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me back again. I love coming and playing with you. I had so much fun. I didn't know how to play this game until 2 hours ago. So thank you for all of your help. Wonderful GM. I think my favorite part was the porn poster. It has to be. I love that you didn't know you were staring and talking to a naked man for
I'm glad it amused everyone else.
He was even dancing to like porn music, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wears such weird clothes. You know, he wears like the chaps and like the cape with no shirt, and I was just like, I just assumed that's what he was wearing.
I described the poster as basically if this was a film, there would be black bars everywhere.
Yeah, but then because you brought that in afterwards, I just assumed that's why it stood out, was that he was the only one wearing clothes.
Oh no, there was a different reason it stood out.
oh no.
I did not pick up on that.
All right. On that note, I'm Lydia. You can find me on Twitter at CastleMacLydia. You can find me on our Twitch channel with my family, which is just twitch.tv/CastleMac. And we are playing a game called Orpheus on Sunday nights, which is a spooky horror game. And I get to talk to ghosts. You can also find me for one more week on Encounter Roleplay on Friday nights doing Zweihander. I probably do some other stuff, but can't think of it right now. Everyone's watching. Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you. Next around, we have Geek Girl Bookworm. Angeli!
Hi, it's Angeli. Hello, you can find me on Twitter at Geek Girl Bookworm, and you can find me on all other things the same name. I have a Patreon, which is me painting miniatures, helping people to paint miniatures, just generally doing nerdy D&D stuff. And I have a Etsy shop that lets me do nerdy D&D stuff as well. I've forgotten how to do the talking good. I'm very tired from my weekend away. What are words? My favourite bits were the pocket stunt, the apparent porno, and just a little bit of role playing with Jim. That was good. So I may have to kill him, and that'll be fun / terrible. Yeah. I enjoyed it all. It was all very good.
Awesome. And please feel free to post your Patreon in the chat as well, Andrew. That'd be great.
Okay, I will do that.
Lastly, but most certainly not leastly, we have our the master of failing forwards, Sheepdog. Oh, hi.
It's gonna haunt me.
You're gonna be trying to sleep. It's gonna be like ringing in your ears.
And the worst thing as well is it's kind of canon.
Tasteful helicoptering.
It's kind of canon because Angeli did some artwork of this as well, right? And it's kind of canon that she made Mr. Musculius based on Sheepy.
No, I didn't. Yeah. Drew a picture and it wasn't until afterwards.
Oh.
Pleasant dreams.
Hello. I'm Sheepdog. IGM 40k because no one else will. Do you wonder why? But no, I am. If you want to catch me GMing 40k, I'm doing it tomorrow on my own channel where I'm running a long, only war campaign. Imperial Guardsmen die, although they don't because I roll terribly. It was a lot of fun today. I was wondering where it would go with Jim now totally still an Inquisitor and not evil or anything at all. I decided to start throwing in for the players coming in whether they wanted to be corrupted by chaos and become evil. I'm glad you guys did. You are now serial killers in the underworld, basically. The Sparrows.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it adds a lot to the campaign because now we have 3 factions instead of 2. With the arrival of, Tzeentch, he's turned up to work his machinations.
You don't need to worry about any of this, Angeli. There's nothing relevant at all. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna watch that episode from last week that I missed. Just
you should. It's
Sarah's you.
Fun story. I don't know whether Scrat knows this. I'm gonna guess no. Blue is the color of Tzeentch.
totally did it. You are.
Shirt, hair. Like,
Oh, have you seen my top though? I got it from what's it called? Teespring, and it was for a charity thing. It's the Being Kind is a Free Action one.
Oh.
Money goes to the Trevor Project for it. I can't remember the link or anything, but if you Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. It's a really cool tee.
awesome.
And Zoom just crashed on us.
Scrat leaving.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay. Zoom
Welcome
is. Zoom's giving me a white screen of death. This is interesting.
Well, I'll just do my favorite part very quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
My favorite part was when none of you thought of just sneaking past the guards with a distraction, and it took Rosalind to do it for everyone to go, oh, we could do that too, and everyone just suddenly did it.
That was very on brand.
Yeah, it's very subtle, some of these things where everyone suddenly realizes something they're completely forgetting, where they're like, oh, we can stealth too. No.
We can do
I'll have that on our character sheets.
But yeah, that was very good, and I liked Rosalind's quick thinking of that's a distraction. The pocket thing was hilarious. Yeah.
Craziness. Well, we can't see everyone because my Zoom link's broken, but we are going to go on a raid. I'm not sure what a raid cry should be. I feel like Tasteful Helicopter might be okay if we don't put any other words around it.
If we don't clarify it.
Yeah, if we don't clarify it, then Tasteful Helicopter should be okay. And we're going to go on a little raid. We're going to go and say hi to someone from the community. So, yeah, let's totally do that. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Please check out these closing links as we close up today. I'm gonna go and start a thingy with Zoom about all these issues that we're having. Check out all social links. Check out where places you can support us. We've also got sponsor information: Burden the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press. Big thanks to them for all the things that they do. Yeah, we will be back in 2 hours with Just Because You Can, a game set in the Masks system by Magpie Games. And I was totally gonna try and buy a copy of that book at the recent expo I was at, but I couldn't find a copy. So we're like 5 episodes in. I still have no idea how to run the game, but it's all good. Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of hours, and we'll be back at the same time next week for more Hidden Scars. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I'm waving. They can't see it.
I was like, I'm gonna wait.